Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Silent Podcast, the place where everything but silent. I'm your host, Isaiah, and we're here to talk Big Brother 27 for the first time of 2025. It's been a while. It's probably since like Traders, I think, since some of us have podcasted, so we're here to break our silence and basically become television addicts for a whole nother, I guess, summer, if you want to call it that. I'm here with my co-host, Katie. Katie, what's going on?
I can't believe we're here. It feels like it's been a lifetime because we didn't have Canada this season. But listen, the New York weather is awful, and I'm ready to sit in the air conditioner and just watch TV all summer. So I'm here. I'm locked in. I'm ready. But I'm also unprepared for this podcast, so don't hate on me.
I'm not prepared either. That's what's going to make it fun. Josi is back. Josi, what's going on?
Hey, y'all. Honestly, I'm really excited to podcast again. I actually haven't podcasted since our last coverage of Big Brother US. So it's almost been a year. And I'm really sad. I actually got really nostalgic seeing Arissa in the intro. Please come back, my Shayla. And yeah, I'm excited to talk about this cast and roast them and do all the things. And hi, family. I miss you guys. We see you in the comments. We appreciate you guys for being here.
All right, Janelle's back. Janelle, what's going on?
I am excited. I've missed Big Brother. It's been such a long gap without Canada. I'm so pissed about it, but I'm glad to be back. I'm ready to talk.
We're all ready to
Feeling
talk.
the lack of Canada, you guys.
Bro.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. We're Canada people over here. You feel me? So like, bring Canada back. But today we're here to talk US. Very quiet, like off season, to be honest. They really waited till the last second to put this cast out. On the behind the scenes and on the scene side, it's just been like very quiet, So this is really me like waking up, and I'm like, yo, Big Brother actually, like, I ain't gonna hold you. I actually forgot Big Brother started tomorrow. I thought it was next week, so I was like, wait, it starts tomorrow? What?
Thursday. So you have an extra day.
Isaiah.
All right, wait, there's no more Wednesday shows?
No, there are, but it's just starting on Thursday. Wednesday's an hour and a half now, by the way. Do we need that?
There you go. I didn't know that. I know now.
Well, they're bringing back the arena, so maybe that's, I don't know, but that would be on the Thursday live show. So even
like, do we need extra diary rooms of them being like, so I went into this competition and I had to read this thing and then run in a circle?
It's like for that, Katie.
Me personally, I do not, but I know that's a fan favorite.
We go into the backyard, we step outside. All right. So I'm not gonna lie, none of us want to be here too long tonight because we all have jobs, you know what I'm saying? So
employed, yes.
.org. I don't know who here has watched the videos. I don't know who here hasn't.
I have.
I surely haven't. These two have, me and Katie haven't. So
no, that's not necessarily true. I watched them on 2x speed for like 12 seconds just to hear what their voices sounded like. But I read, shout out to Mike Bloom for posting the transcripts of the videos. I read the videos. I'm a much faster reader than having to watch 9 minutes of these people do the same thing over and over again.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, very repetitive. I hated how repetitive it was. I watched Mike Bloom's video. And like even him inserting himself to like ask questions, I was like,
no.
I was like, I love Mike Bloom and I understand why he did what he did.
Yes.
But then you add the fact that people are repeating themselves and it just felt
not too much of my dog.
I love Mike Bloom. I love Mike. This is not like actual criticism. It's more so towards him. I think it's criticism towards Big Brother.
Yes,
I don't love the way they package these pre-interview videos. Go to ET. Like, I don't know. I kind of miss like Ika's ET.
Me too. ET that's what I was looking for.
I feel like Big Brother is like, from my perspective, trying to take more power from like what's actually being said now. So, I mean, before I say what I say, shout out to my dog Sharon Tharp. Shout out to Mike.
Yeah, we love them.
Glad y'all are in position to do what y'all doing. Obviously,
yes.
I think that they're trying to minimize it. You know what I'm saying? Just so they can you know what I'm saying? But whatever.
Bring back.
They did do the same video dump last year. They just sent it to more people. Like not spreading secrets. We got the same videos last year that everybody else got. They're just long. Like it doesn't. I don't think it really shows the best version of people because they're asking questions that are dumb as hell. So it's like people don't need to all answer why Big Brother has been successful for 25 years. Like no, No one cares what these people think about that. And like,
I haven't even seen it.
it's dumb. It's carnival games in a backyard.
I haven't seen the show from the start to the end. So how are they going to comment on the show being successful for 25 years?
That's
what I'm saying.
You don't have to pay actors, and it's in the summer when nothing else is on. That's why it's been successful for 25 years. Like, what are we doing?
I just bring back the journalists. Bring back the journalists.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyways, let's
all right. I'm sorry. Listen, this is why we're going to be here for 2 hours. All right. So look.
Wait. Can we talk about the theme before we jump into the cast?
Sure.
Oh,
what do
yes.
you want to talk about? The mystery house guests?
We can talk about that, but it's I guess a mystery hotel, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to see what the house looks great. I love the house. I don't know, Isaiah, maybe you haven't seen it. I know you've been not dialed in, but check it out. I mean, it looks good. It's a hotel and there's a mystery house guest. Julie confirmed mystery 17th house guest, I think she said, or mystery house guest. I don't know. Are they going to die? Is it going to be a murder mystery? Are they going to play the whole season? Are they going to play and then
maybe they're going to have Alan Cummings come in and become the host?
The theory is it's Rachel Riley.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like that season of Survivor where Sandra and Rob come back and they're just watching.
Just watching in a box, sitting in a box.
Rachel Riley being like, "Give me my key, girl."
Yeah.
I love the theme. I think it could be interesting. They could do a lot with it. There's supposed to be secret doors and secret compartments and everything. So
safes, keys. It's
right.
Fun.
Yeah, I'm excited about the theme. It's my favorite house. Like I can't remember how much I liked more aesthetically. The bunk beds crack me up.
Love the bunk beds.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, now we're going to start. All right, so real quick.
It's only the first podcast. Isaiah's already over it.
I know. No, I'm not. I'm just listen. I want to know who these people are because I haven't watched a single video. So
let's get into it.
I'm here for it. So
I can't wait for you to pick the Luke of the season.
Listen, it might happen. You know,
it always happens.
Win. Lance is not here, so we have
shout
to start
out to Lance.
All over. Shout out to Lance Richard. I'm pressing it once. All right, so it looks like it's Isaiah, Katie, Janelle, Josanne, and that goes back up. All right. So
I think you should randomize it again.
I mean, I don't want first pick. I don't want first pick, but
okay. Well,
you're Josie, low key. Last pick is the best pick.
Is it? I mean, the back to
back. Now here's the thing.
Is like,
you might be fine because I don't know these people. I don't know what. I might pick the worst player on this entire thing, and you guys might just luck out. You know what I'm saying? So. Listen, if I pick horribly, think about this. If I pick horribly, right, you're going to have basically 2 first-round picks back to back. And I'm not, like, you know what I'm saying? I haven't seen anything. So this is actually best case scenario for you. Now, if I pick good, then I don't know what to tell you. But, you know, I'm trying not to cheat. I'm looking in the chat, but like,
Josie.
Here's the thing: I haven't read any actual opinions on anyone, so I'm going literally only off like vibes of the video and reading the interviews. I don't know what the collective Big Brother internet is thinking about any of these people.
Joseph, it's gonna suck this season. I'm so sorry to let you know. Sorry, I had to answer Joseph in the chat. It's gonna suck this season. He's asking about exit prep.
So I'm looking at a picture of this cast on my phone. If it looks like I'm looking at my phone too much because I don't know their names. I have to, you know. So here's the problem. Like, there's like a couple of these people who are like, of course you draft them or whatever, but then there's just like the Taylorisms of everything. I just feel like they're not going to let another black woman win again after we just had too much success. You know what I'm saying? I just know how these people are, and I'm also just looking at this cast. It looks very AI generated. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to be careful here. I really hope I don't pick a dud. I'm gonna pick Keanu. I don't know anything about bro, but yeah, I'm picking Keanu. What do I need to know about this guy? Is he good? Is he bad?
He's perfect for you because he's a dungeon master.
You would really
What is this, Katie? I don't know what a dungeon master is.
He runs Dungeons and Dragons. Like he makes up the Dungeons and Dragons. Like he runs the story.
He's
and
the
like
story
manages the
narrates
game. Narrates the game. Yeah.
Okay.
I think he does improv.
He's perfect for me. He's perfect for me. Look
Yeah,
at me.
he's actually he's a good pick for you because you're a Dungeons and Dragons. Are you a dungeon master?
I am a DM. I'm DMing on
There
Friday.
you go. There you go.
I am.
Perfect for
Look at
you.
that.
So what is it? What is it about him like that seems good or bad? Like
He's 33. He lives
Okay.
in Texas, but he's from Miami, and his occupation is dungeon master, but he actually is a personal trainer.
Okay.
I think they just made him say dungeon master because he says it like 5 times in his interview, but he also talks a lot about how he's a personal trainer.
Nice.
That's a common theme in these interviews is that they're gonna repeat their full person, like their own only individual personality traits.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to embody that. Like I'm gonna clock someone specifically, but I think someone repeated the fact that they did a certain thing too many times for my liking. So, but yeah.
So what I'm hearing is I picked Anthony Douglas.
I wouldn't go that far.
I don't know about that. Okay, in all honesty, my thoughts on him, I wrote himbo in all caps.
Yes, very much himbo.
He was like, I have the strategy. I'm very intellectual, but it just felt like, and this is gonna be the word of the day for me, word candy. Thank you, Amaya Papaya. I just felt like he was feeding me a lot of this, like I'm gonna be this intellectual and it was giving, quite frankly, himbo. Thank you. Someone clocked the T that I was referring to. Yes, gamer girl.
Oh my god, yes, gamer girl.
He mentions that. He mentions that Enzo is one of his favorite players.
Oh my god, I'm so glad you brought this up because I'm dying to talk about it.
Yes, and he was like, I feel like he had the capital, he just didn't use it. So I feel like I'm gonna get the capital and use it. And I said, how?
I'm not upset at that answer though. I'm not upset at that answer.
I just felt like some of his answers were a little fluff.
He said he wants to model his strategy off of Enzo, 2-time loser. And one of the biggest flops in challenge history. I mean,
but
I will never forgive that
made
man.
It to the final 3 2 times, and what I'm hearing from that is like, yo, he had the potential to win. He just didn't do what he needed to do. I'm not going to make that decision.
He didn't have the potential to win.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I liked his video. I get what you guys are saying. A lot of people I felt were saying what they think they should say and didn't put a lot of explanation behind what they were saying, so it was pretty empty. But his video I liked. I think he has watched some. I can see him being pretty strategic. He says he's willing to do anything to win. He's willing to backstab. So he was interesting to me. He's somebody that I would have picked if he was available. So I'm interested to see him and what he's like. I want him to hook up with Mickey very badly, but
oh my god,
not hook up, just like
he said he's team Nomance.
I know,
not actually hook up. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I needed to hear. Yeah.
I will say that he was like I have the charisma.
Yes.
And I wrote in my notes, this so-called charisma, I can't see it. Like, I didn't feel like he was that charismatic at all. Like, I'm not even trying to be rude. Like, I feel like when you boast about yourself and you sell yourself, I feel like your actions and your words have to align that. And I felt like many of the other casts were more charismatic than him. I didn't feel like super connected to him. And it's not even on like I don't think our personalities would go well together, like by no means. It's just more so that I felt like, I don't know, he kind of gives, his tone is very surfer dude. Does that make sense?
It is.
Like very like flat, very like
even killed.
I was kind of certain,
Tyler Crispin, right?
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. I'm interested.
I actually see him being pretty successful with this cast specifically. Like, I mean, we don't really know them, but just the vibes they're giving off, like, it just feels like he's going to do well. I think one of the funniest things in his interview to me is that he said the hardest part about being a house guest is that he's worried about having to like use the bathroom in a house with 15 other people, which I'm like, that's like the most relatable answer. And then he also said the best part is like not having to be connected to the outside world because he like, it sounds like a vacation to not have to deal with people. So I'm like, okay, let's go. I love both those answers.
But he's about to deal with a lot of people every single day.
I'm very happy with my pick. So
yeah, I think it's a good pick for you.
He gives very chill guy. I just don't know if he has, like, for me, what was important is like passion and fire to want to win. And I felt like I didn't get that from him. It could be his personality that just comes off really chill. He seems like a cool guy though, like potentially like a Cam situation where he's just kind of like,
yeah, just
shout out
there.
to my dogs at the crib, and we love him.
Oh my god, I
But there's,
miss
like,
shout
no
out to my dogs
gameplay.
at the club.
So I'm interested to
Would
see
break
what he does
season.
though. I'm always excited to see if people prove me wrong.
All right. Oh yeah, Natalie, thank you for that. I'm so angry about that, but we'll get to that whenever we get selected.
Well, he calls
All
himself Zay to be lucky. To be fair,
I mean,
So-
a lot of people in my real life call me that, but like ZAY, not ZAE. So
Yeah,
I'm
he's
just like,
ZAE.
I gotta say my own name. That's weird. All right, Katie, what do you want to do? Who you picking, Katie?
I'm so excited to see who you pick.
am picking Ashley.
Oh!
I know.
Damn.
Sorry, I know. I knew one of you was going. I knew she was going. So I had to take her, had to capitalize. But I think Ashley is going to be great. I think she's super, super smart. I loved all of her answers in her interview. I feel like she gets it. It feels like she really gets the game. She's an attorney. I think she said she's going to lie and say she's a social media manager or something like that, which I don't know why all these attorneys and lawyers feel like they have to lie about their job, but it's fine. I think, I don't know. I like her. I think all of her answers were great to me. I'm just like quickly scrolling through to pick out exactly what she said, but like she's hyper educated, which is like amazing. And I think she's going to run circles around these people. I'm not getting the smart vibes from a lot of the rest of this cast, and she's giving me smart vibes. Obviously, because she's like, she probably has hopefully not a lot of student loans, but she went to very expensive schools and got expensive degrees. So good for her. And, she did say she's here to make friendships that last a lifetime, which like I don't love, but she is a fan. She gave a shout out to Big Brother After Dark. Love that.
Oh, that's old. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And she says like she can be both a hero and a villain. I hate this "are you a hero or a villain" question. So I like that she was kind of realistic and was like, I could be either. Yeah, I don't know. Open to showmance. I think she's gonna be good.
Yeah,
I hope she's not like. Go ahead, Janelle.
Sorry, I liked everything she had to say. She's also said she was a pageant girl. She's played a sport. I think was it track that she ran. She seemed like she's athletic. She said she doesn't want to win a lot in the beginning. She said she wants to be a strategic assassin. Like she said a lot of things that really perked up my ears. And I think she knows Hannah, and she actually reminds me a little bit of Hannah. So she didn't say that, but we've seen that they know each other in some capacity. I'm super excited with her. Her video was one of the most impressive to me, just with the answers that she gave and the content that she provided behind them. So she was gonna be my first pick, but
I knew one of you guys was gonna take her, so I had to jump on her.
I'm gonna be honest. I am a little concerned about the Chelsea comparisons that are about to come. When I watched her video, I went, "Oh my god, she reminds me so much of Chelsea." Like,
really?
not even Hannah. Yes, like even like she low key the hair and like I think they might be the same skin. Like they might use the same Fenty, like foundation. Like it's giving very similar skin tone, and the way she presents herself, she's very eloquent. I just felt like it kind of reminded me of Chelsea, and because she is our last winner, and we saw how dominant of a game she played from this cast vibe alone, I think a lot of them have been pretty reflective on the past season. We hear a lot of them reference Mackenzie versus Chelsea and all those things. So that is my concern for her. I think aside from that, like if she can like not like make people think of the previous winner from last season, I think she has a lot of potential. But I did not like her answer to showmances. I really did not. Mama, the money is on the line. A man can wait.
I don't disagree about the showmance, but I think it's interesting that so many of these people are like, it's gonna get in the way of my game, when it's like showmances actually make it far.
They
More
don't care.
times
They're
than
gonna
not.
do it. They're
Well,
gonna
yeah.
get in there.
But
They're
that's what I
gonna
mean.
get
Like, it's not a
horny.
detriment to your game. It's like a built-in vote for you and a
Half of them are
built-in
going to
like
get in the
person that's
house,
gonna
get
look out for
horny,
you.
and then they're going to start doing shit.
Yeah.
No, just watch out.
The issue with showmances is that yes, every year we're like, don't get in a showmance. People get in the showmance and they do well. That's because the cast doesn't clue into the fact that showmances are dangerous. And based off everyone's answer, it's been giving me the vibe that they're aware about how detrimental showmances can be. This cast seems to have a lot of self-awareness. We'll actually see if it happens, but it feels like a lot of people are being very reflective, and I think that is symbolic of the 25th season. There's a lot of reflection and thinking and blah blah blah. So like I don't know if this is the season to get in a showmance, to be honest, but we'll see.
I steer clear from these Isabella Wong type player preseason videos that like they always seem like they're perfect on paper, and then get in the house to completely embarrass me. So that's why I thought about drafting her just by the way she looked. But then hearing all this, I feel valid. I'm just like, she might do good, but pageant girl, we had a pageant girl win recently, or like super smart girl, super energetic, and all this stuff that happened last season too. I'm not going to try to bring color into this, but
you might not. But
no,
Cowboy Hat, Cowboy Hat, and
place,
Mormon are gonna.
That's what I'm saying.
If there's a place to bring race,
man.
it's this place. This is the platform
cast,
to talk about race.
I'm just like, I don't know. Just I haven't watched any videos. You know, I don't got my opinion on this cast right now is the least valid out of anyone on this panel tonight for the first time in a long time. So I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just here. I'm here for the ride, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Also, shout out to Janelle's husband. I see you in the chat, dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of, Janelle, it's your turn to pick somebody. So who do you want?
Since Katie snatched up Ashley, I'm going to snatch up Miss Mickey. I really liked her energy. I really liked her vibes. I'm trying to remember. She's from Atlanta. She's a event planner. So that tells me that she's able to juggle a lot of things. She seems super, super personable, super relatable. I like that she's a little bit older. Hopefully life experience will help her in this game. I don't know. I liked her vibe. So I'm going to go with Miss Mickey.
What's the vibes on Janelle?
Mickey is one of the people to me that I want to root for naturally. The first thing I wrote was, okay, businesswoman in all caps. She means business. I didn't love the fan that she said that she kind of admitted she's a recent fan. She said, locked in since season 26. It's 27. So that's actually not that many seasons.
Honesty.
She made it seem like she's been in it. She's been in it. Girl, you're on 27. So okay. And then she said that her weakness is emotional. Now, granted, I would be a hypocrite if I told people not to be emotional. I think it's good to be in tune with your emotions. I think it's important to, be one with that. And I think it shows empathy as well. It gives you grace for that. But in the Big Brother house, emotional can be turned against you. And not to mention, as a Black woman, there's constantly microaggressions. So even if you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile. We've seen it constantly. We saw Taylor literally offer a pack of Lay's chips, and look where they treated her. So I'm concerned. Yes.
Just like Mickey, she only saw one season before she got in two.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like Mickey has potential. I'm just concerned about the emotional part. And like I hope that people on this cast won't do that. I'm not going to just make that the standard because that was one season, unless you add BB15. But I'm just saying like those were my little concerns for her. But I definitely see myself rooting for her. She looked like she means business, and I hope she stands on it.
Yeah, her answers weren't perfect, but I liked her.
No, I like her too. Josie, to your point, I agree with you. There are a couple of things in her responses that made me a little nervous. The emotional one was one, but even in addition to saying she's emotional, she called herself a crybaby, which I'm like, that is not, I mean, like, I'm not saying she's going to be anything like Angela, but Angela was 100% a crybaby, and like, that didn't work well for her. People were very annoyed by her. I'm sure her vibes are much different than Angela. I'm not comparing them at all, but like crybabies don't go over well, I think, in the house, especially like the cast is young and she's not old, but she's, you know how Big Brother is. They don't cast many people over 30 and she's over 30. So I think the young crew is probably going to gang up, unfortunately, on probably some of the older folks. And I say older as a woman in my 30s. But yeah, I think the other thing too, I think she said, so she did say that she loves the cookout, which I think is, you know, the cookout is wonderful. We all love the cookout, but the cast is giving racism. As soon as I saw this cast, I was like, this is going to be toxic as hell. Like, I just, the vibe that their photos give off is racism. So I'm like, ooh, I hope she knows enough to not like walk around the house being like, I love the cookout. I love the cookout. I love the cookout, because this man in this cowboy hat and the Mormon missionary are not going to go for it. And they're going to vote her out.
That's a really good point.
So I'm worried. I just keep it to herself. Unless she's around people she could trust. And that's not those two men.
All right. Sorry, I was just trying to reach out to somebody or something. All right. I like Mickey. I like the way that she gives energy-wise. The fact that she already has a GIF on Twitter means that people like her. And I already can tell, you know, everyone has that person that they stand preseason and all that. I already knew. I saw Mickey, I'm like, that's the one right there. You know what I'm saying? So I can already tell, but she's I fear for like these pretty girls, especially like pretty black girls that come on here. I'm just like, we already got two of them lately. You know what I'm saying? And then even though Tiffany didn't win, you know what I'm saying? Just like,
yeah, she's a powerhouse.
It's when you watch Survivor, Parvati really like created the stigma for like that archetype. And I feel like an archetype is starting to build up for Big Brother. Like, I remember Ian started that with like the nerdy guy, and then like everyone's like, and then Steve came and it's like, oh, can't trust these guys anymore. Or Derek came in, oh, you can't trust a cop anymore. I feel like going from Taylor to Chelsea, even though two distinctly different games, it's just like, all right, we need to start watching out for these types. You know what I'm saying? So I just like, I just feel in the air, but I've been saying that since the cookout season, and I've been proven wrong 3 out of 4 times, you know, so
true.
I don't know anything, you know what I'm saying? I hope she does well, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. Okay. Josi, you have 2 picks. So who is your first one?
You see, this is where I fight for my life, because I don't know, y'all. The videos, I'm gonna be so frank, the videos were giving very clickbait, very, this is supposed to be for social media and you're supposed to use one clip. And so it was really hard for me.
Please don't do what I think you're about to do.
I don't know. I don't know. So there are a few people in the mix. I'm like, I'm not sure. But you know what? I feel like this might be a controversial take. Oh, no. Picking someone right now. I'm picking Jimmy. I think it's a crazy take, but this is mine. Yeah.
I don't hate it. That's not what I thought you were gonna do.
Yeah,
with the lead up.
Well, I get 2 picks. I get 2 picks back to back. Don't play. So, anyways, Jimmy, the reason I picked him is I think he has potential. And I feel like when he was explaining his game, I felt like he has somewhat of an understanding of the game and has what I think is really important, a little more self-awareness than a few of these house guests, which I think is super important when you're playing a social strategy game. I like the fact that he has moved around a lot. He talks about being in Florida, being in XYZ other places that were very different, and being able to create friends and that friends. And I think having that ability to kind of go from different parts of the states in a house where there are people from across America who are just different gives him that edge. I think he can connect with the boys, and I think he can connect with the girls. I think he was really funny. Low-key, he was kind of giving me sass, and I was like, yes. And I think he was eloquent. Like, I think that communication is essential in the Big Brother house. And a lot of these people were like, I'm very social, strategical. Strategical is not a word. Everyone who says strategical literally lost points in my book.
Yeah, where did this come from?
I'm like, that is not a word. And maybe it's the comms major in me, but like, that's not a word. So he was the first one I felt like, okay, he's actually speaking. He's speaking with thoughtfulness. Like he knows what he's saying. He's thinking before he speaks. And I think he'll just be fun in the DR as well. Like, I think he has a potential. And yeah, I don't know. I think he'll definitely be at least jury.
Yeah, he gave a lot. Like, his was one of the best interviews. And I think he knows the game. And I like the way he thought about the game and how he wanted to approach the game. And I think I tweeted that I think he's going to be messy. I think he's willing to tell people about themselves if he doesn't like what they have to say. So I'm really, really interested in seeing him play. Yes, I'm really, really interested in seeing how he attacks this game. I think he really could be dangerous.
Sorry, Heisen was not robbed, but
no,
I was looking
1,000% robbed King.
I mean, look, I see.
You know who's on the keyboard.
I seen his a clip of something he said. He was definitely giving like energy. Like I feel like people are not going to be bothered by this guy, but he could either give like Tommy Bracco, which I feel like is actually a really good player, and if Jackson Mickey doesn't pull off one of the craziest things I've ever seen, he possibly wins that season, or he could be a Heisem, as I just brought up, and Heisem was a mess. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people thought Heisem was going to be a mess going into that season either. We're just like, he's going to be this chill guy that he's like such a these preseason interviews really don't mean anything. I'm not going to lie. I enjoy my time this time because I can just judge people off of nothing, like just how you look. And they say don't judge a book by its cover. I'm judging everyone by its cover. So it's just like, maybe. That's not a bad pick to me. I want to see what Josi's second pick is going to do, though, because Katie thought that she was going in a different direction. Who are you picking, Josi, for your second pick?
You're muted.
LOL gag. This is where I still have an issue. There's 3 of them that I could equally pick for my second pick. No one really stands out to me above the rest. I'm just debating if I pick someone who is yelling the entire time and pissing me off. I don't know. I don't know if I do that.
You're scaring me with these lead ups.
I don't know. I'm picking between 2. I'm gonna pick Vince.
All right.
Oh, he wasn't the one pissing me off.
I think
he wasn't the one pissing me off. But yeah, I'm picking Vince.
The one with the mustache, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm picking him. Okay. At this point, because I was watching, Mike's video, Mike Bloom, everyone was talking about how they have empathy, and it was starting to piss me off. Like, I hope everybody in the house has empathy. Why do we have to say that we have empathy? I don't know. But aside from me writing, damn, everybody and their mama got empathy, I think he was the most self-aware house guest. And I actually really appreciated that. I appreciate that he was, to me, he seems probably the most adaptable and flexible. And I think he's just a character that's very chill. He's very non-threatening. Like, in comparison to all the other guys on the cast and the way they were arrogant, he seems the most humble, the most self-aware, super fan. That's the term I'm going to use, or big fan, because he really started watching starting BB16, but he watches the live feeds starting BB18. And yeah, I thought he has real potential, and I think he's a sleeper one. Like, they're not going to target him until maybe jury, and even then, I don't know. So I'm excited to see Vince's potential.
He was my favorite interview. I think this is a really, really good pick. He would have been my second pick if he was still there, but I knew he wasn't going to be, because I agree, Josi, he's so self-aware, and I loved all of his answers of what are you going to keep a secret? And he's like, I'm not, because I don't want to have to remember a secret for 3 months. Like, I'm really going to tell the truth. And I'm like, great. Like, everybody should think that. It's dumb to be hiding your identity, and then they reveal it at the finale, and no one cares. It's ridiculous. And I agree with the empathy comment, but I like that he said that his empathy was a strength when everybody else said that theirs was a weakness. And I actually think if you consider your empathy a strength and use it in the Big Brother house to get close to people and be there for people, and you can be an outlet to them when they're going through stuff, it's going to make you a very trusted ally. So I think and to your point, I love that he watches the feeds. I think he probably has the best understanding of the game out of everyone here, other than maybe, what's his name? The first guy.
Yeah.
Which that's what you're scaring me, Josi. I was like, what are we doing? I think that he has the most realistic understanding of the game and not living in a fantasy world. So I think he's going to, I think he probably has the highest likelihood to win based on answers alone. Obviously, this doesn't really mean anything, but.
Yeah. I agree. I can't disagree with anything.
And he's unemployed. He got nothing to lose. So hey.
This cast is broke, you guys.
Good.
We're gonna be fighting for this money.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be toxic. I'm telling you, we're getting toxicity.
And I'm excited.
Me too.
All right. I'm not gonna lie. Looking at his picture, I'm like, this is someone that Katie would probably hang out with. This is just giving. I don't know. This is giving.
I feel like that's an insult.
An insult is crazy. Offended. You're offended?
I mean, what does that mean?
It's just like, I don't know. You got what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? You give like.
Choose carefully.
Yeah. Choose
carefully.
What's the word? I'm looking for the aesthetic. Wait, no. I want to answer this. Hold up.
I don't know why.
You see how he's asking for us to give him the word?
Are you actually offended by it?
Well,
it depends what word you're about to come up with.
Katie. That's not the word, yo. We're talking about this on stream. That's crazy.
Francis is a clown. I know it's the word.
That's insane. That's insane.
Sorry, I thought in the comments.
Skater dude. He's giving skater dude vibes, and I don't even know if he skates. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think it's the plaid jacket.
Are you saying he's like the e-boy?
He has the beanie on. Katie be wearing, millennial. Katie be wearing beanies. You know what I'm saying? He wearing black. Katie wears black. So I'm just like, hey, vibes, millennial. Hey, look.
Good.
Anyway, yo, Janelle, what's your pick? What are you doing?
I forgot it goes this way. I am going to pick Catherine.
Damn.
Catherine.
Really, y'all really that high up on Catherine?
I'm not high up on anybody. I'm low on everybody else. That's where I'm coming from.
Listen, she was like, 22? I liked a lot of her answers. I get the sense that she watches the show. Like one of the times she said, I think I can be a bit manipulative, and I think that I can convince people that my ideas are their ideas. So I don't know. I just liked a lot of her answers. They were very insightful, better than a lot of the other people. I think she's young. She looks sort of petite to me. I think that she said her strategy is that people aren't going to take her seriously, aren't going to think that she's a threat, and she wants to skate through for a little bit. I liked how she thought about it. So she interests me. Her answers interest me. So I'm interested to see what she's going to do. I think she has a lot of potential.
I think it's a good pick. I feel like she comes across relatively self-aware. She's a waitress. So, she talks about how like she has to pretend to like people to their face all the time, even though she doesn't, which I'm like, that's a good skill. Truly, you have to be a people person and you have to be able to please people even when like you're not feeling them in the Big Brother house. So I feel like that if she can actually use it to her advantage, great. And she also has a degree in PR, and she says like our whole job is to spin a story. So I'm like, okay, two good pieces of, things to have in your background. I think the guys are probably going to like her. Hopefully she can also, vibe with the girls and, float her way at least to jury and then see what happens. Right. I don't think she's going to have to do too much.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the goal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, Catherine to me is like, do I think she's going to make it far? Yes. Do I think it's like, again, it's early to say, but she gave me majority House Alliance vibes. Like she's just going to get picked and be in it, which is good, I guess. But like, I don't know. Like that to me isn't based off gameplay. You know what I mean? Like you can't really take credit for being in an alliance. You can only take credit for the moves that you're in. I also, the fact that she said she's open to a showmance, I said she's going to be in a showmance. Already. She said, I'm open. I said, you're going to be in one. Like the moment she said, oh, I knew exactly what she was going to say. She was going to be in one. I didn't see that hunger to win, to be honest. She gave me very laissez-faire. Like, and I don't know, because of that, like that lack of what seemed like fire to me, I was like, you have all the potentials to make it far in the game based off just like who you are as a person and the privileges you get. So the fact that I feel like she didn't seem like she was all that like not necessarily fiery, but like passionate about wanting to win is what made me kind of go like, your answers are great. It felt like word candy, the word again, word candy. Like I'm hoping to see that she actually does those things that she says, and hopefully she can prove me wrong. But I don't know. I didn't see that like fire.
I'm with you. I don't think she has what it takes to win, but I think she's gonna she'll be
far.
at least like she could be a double victim to a double. She could be first juror, second juror. But yeah, I don't know if she has what it takes to actually win the game. I don't get a sense that she understands the game.
No, I did.
She kind of clocked super fans, I will say. I wrote in my notes, kind of clocked super fans and nimbled. I think she said super fans overthink, and sometimes that and doesn't allow them to play the game because they're overthinking as super fans. And she was like, I don't really care. I'll do the moves. And I was like, okay. I hope you say what you say. Like, I hope you actually do what you say. But I was like, is this all clickbait video-esque energy? Like, I don't know. She didn't give me enough passion to make me feel like what she's saying is what she's gonna do. And that was the problem.
I liked her heroes versus villains answer. She said something along the lines of, it depends on who the cast is, whether or not she's going to be a hero or villain. And she said that if people are getting on her nerves, she doesn't think she could hold back and she's going to speak her mind. I don't know. I think she's just, I didn't expect her to say that based off of how reserved she was. So I don't know. There's just something about her that interests me. And I think she's going to be messy or spicy or tell somebody off. I don't know. That's the vibe I get from her. Even though she really is even kill, but that's still the vibes I got from her.
Yeah, for sure.
So, real quick, I did realize somebody is missing from this draft. So I did redo this one because Morgan was not on that.
Oh, well, dang.
So fixed. Morgan is over here.
Gamer girl.
There you go.
Gamer girl.
Hopefully,
Gamer girl.
Nobody planned on picking her, and hopefully that didn't mess anything up.
Shut up for Fortnite.
I can assure you, I wasn't gonna pick her. So.
Love Fortnite. All right, Katie, it is your turn.
Ooh, well, listen, I have to be honest with you guys. After this first round of picks, it drops off a cliff for me. I think we picked all the good people. I'm going to have to go with my gut and think about the archetypes that are typically successful in Big Brother. So I'm going Zach. He gave me nothing. He's an athlete. He's handsome. Everyone's going to flock around him. He's giving leader and could be a jag at the end of the day. That's all I got. He seems boring.
I thought his answers were decent from my memory. But I can't remember what he said. I'm gonna look.
Well, he was like, he made a reference to Angela, and I'm like, oh, come on, Matt.
He said he would get her out right away, and I'm like, bro.
Come on, Matt 2.0. I said, yes, show us who you are. No, he had self-aware, exactly, clock that T. He had very self-aware answers, I will say. However, he was giving like, I want to be in a majority alliance, and I want to and he just gives me just like every guy. It's not even Matt. It's just like every guy that gives the Matt archetype. Like he wants to play the game, but it's just like, and he was like, I know that I look like a physical threat, but I'm hoping I tone it down. Brother, there's not that many.
What are you toning down? We can see you. We have eyes.
You're gonna tone it down. Like that's what I'm saying. The issue with people of this archetype is that while they can be a little self-aware, they lack self-awareness within themselves.
Absolutely.
If you walk into that house, and this is me speaking, right? Like not everybody is in the Big Brother house is like me. But if you walk into that house, I already know who you are in my head. You're giving me Dimitri from BB Can. You're giving me Comp Beast. You're giving me Comp Beast immediately in my head. Like immediately. And you can be the nicest guy in the world. I don't care. You're going to beat me in those competitions, right? So, you know, and he was talking about how he wants, like, he loves Tucker's game. He wants to flip upside down. I said, you're forgetting that Tucker was playing in a Chelsea game, right? Like, he wants to be Tucker, but if there's not a Chelsea game, you're not really turning the game upside down. You're just going to be the one causing the chaos that everyone's out. I don't know. Like, I just felt like there's a lack of self-awareness of who he is and how he's going to present himself immediately based off first impressions. Like, it doesn't matter what he says.
Is he the one that said he wants to get in a big alliance and then sub alliances within the alliance?
Oh, that's
Yep.
No, that's the guy you picked first, Josie.
Oh, okay.
No, a few people mentioned it. So he mentioned that he doesn't want to make the alliance. He wants to be approached within the alliance. And he did, I think, mention that he wants to be in a sub-alliance, but not necessarily use those terms.
Oh, yes.
He's very aware of the game and what works. Like
I think that
the mass alliance thing.
He kept referencing, what it gave me is that he only watched 26. Like, he didn't reference anything else. Like, his whole book of knowledge to me seemed like it was from 26. That's all he referenced. Tucker, Chelsea, Mackenzie. So I don't know, like, his knowledge of the game. I don't think, like, if this special house guest or secret house guest is Rachel Riley, like, half these people aren't going to know who she is.
Unless they watch Traders.
I actually think that they might. I was kind of getting the vibes. Like, actually, no. I think, you know what? Maybe I think they gave them season 6. I think they gave them season 6 in Sequester, because a lot of people were referencing season 6.
Yeah, and Janelle
there ain't no way that a lot of Janelle and Kaser references. So that made me think either they're gonna have that, like, the competition that we love so much where they hold that button, or the secret house guest might be someone from season 6 or something. I don't know.
What I noticed a lot about these answers generally is that a theme is a lot of people say, like, I just started watching in the last year and a half, which to me tells me they applied, like, or got recruited a year and a half ago and have been in talks with casting for a year and a half. So they just watched probably last season and then whatever season they gave them. But more than one person said, like, I just really started watching in the last year and a half, or like the last season or two, or they were just talking about season 26. So I'm getting heavy recruit vibes, even though these people are like, this is a quintessential American show. And even though, did it even start here? Did it start in UK? I don't even know. But I mean, I actually don't know if it started here first or not, but yeah, I don't know. I just want to call that out, that it feels like people have been in the system since a year and a half ago, and we're getting like a lot from that pool.
I think your pick is going to do well unless someone cuts his legs early, like week 1 or 2.
I just don't know that we have an Angela, except for that guy.
There's someone. Oh, that guy. I was going to say that girl. There's someone who's kind of. Anyways,
Josie, I think that if anybody cuts Katie's, what's his name? Zach's legs, it would be your people on your team, actually. That's what I think.
And let the church say.
So,
right.
I was just doing some research for my next pick. So, before I continue, what are we doing about this mystery 17th house guest? Are we allowed to draft this person or no?
I mean, if you want to, I guess.
We should have said that at the beginning.
We should have said that in the beginning, because that might have.
Well, was anyone going to pick the person?
I thought about it.
I thought about it.
All right, then.
But then I was like, that person isn't in there.
But lucky, if it's Rachel Riley, no shade to her.
Oh,
you don't want to
chill, relax.
I love Rachel Riley.
I just don't want to draft her. What's the big deal?
Rachel Riley.
I don't dislike Rachel.
Was my first Big Brother winner, and she is one of my favorite players. So
I don't dislike Rachel.
I know you don't.
Brennan.
She was on here. Make sure you check that out. She talked trading.
Listen, I hated Rachel. My first experience with Rachel Riley was Amazing Race, and I hated her. All she did was cry.
I love Rachel.
Then I watched her on Big Brother, and it just, like, I understood her personality.
I'll crash out for Rachel Riley. You hear it here first. I'm crashing out. All right. I'm gonna pick.
You know
Morgan.
what? If you want to pick,
Ooh, gamer girl.
Gamer girl.
You have the gamer crew on your team.
No. Apparently she's a track star. I like that.
She is.
Yeah, D1.
We love athletes around here, and that's why I'm picking her. This is a good pick or no?
She's annoying.
You found her annoying?
Her entire interview was like, I'm a gamer, and like I have competed with the best gamers, the best of the best gamers, and I play first-person shooter games, but I also play survival games, and I love gaming. And I'm like, okay, we get it, gamer girl. And she just kept calling herself gamer girl, and it killed me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she's gonna fit well in the social dynamics of this cast. However, I feel like she actually has no concept of the actual game she's playing. No. Like, let me follow.
Like, we're not playing Fortnite, bro.
Yeah, like
I love
her
Fortnite.
interview.
I agree, Natalie.
Me
Like,
too.
I think I think she has potential to like do well in competitions. I think she's pretty and she seems like she's gonna be able to like connect with the girls. And I wouldn't be surprised if some guy was into her in the cast. Like genuinely, that's great. But in terms of actually playing the game, she was comparing Big Brother to a video game, and I wrote womp womp. I just feel like a video game, while they're great, don't get it wrong.
Also, not only a video game, but like a video game that does not apply or equate to Big Brother in any way whatsoever. Fortnite and Big Brother do not equal one another. So I don't know if it's Fortnite. I'm just assuming maybe it's like Valorant or whatever.
But she was talking about like POV and stuff, and I was like, regardless of the game she's talking about, it doesn't actually apply itself to Big Brother. And I do think that if you are a gamer, I think there's a video gamer girl, whatever. I think there are elements of, you know, being quite like having to think a few steps ahead, trying to be pivot, adapt. I think there are skills that are transferable by all means, but I felt like she didn't know what those skills were, and she didn't convince me that those like the relevant skills were going to be what she applies to the game. And she was like, I can get into showmance. What's the worst thing that can happen? I'll get to stare at a cute guy every day. I wrote, get evicted. That's the worst thing. That is the worst thing that can happen. And the fact that you're not even thinking like that tells me everything I need to know. You're not here to win. You're actually not here to win. Like, you're not here to play the game and fight tooth and nail and maybe shave your head to win kind of energy. And that's kind of what I need. I would shave my head for Big Brother. I'm not even capping. Anyways,
she would shave her head on stream for subs, but like
Morgan's going to kill it. I cannot wait for Morgan to be the comp beast and get all the way to the end, commit some blindsides. You know, shout out to Morgan. I love Fortnite too. You know? Her
vibe though in the interview, can I just like, I'm looking at it right now and I'm getting annoyed all over again because like just the stuff that she says in her interview is so like, what are we doing here? She said, will you be more of a hero? The question was, will you be more of a hero or villain? She's like, honestly, as much as I think villains are really cool, one of my favorites is Scar. He's iconic. What are we talking about?
Yeah, she's great. I'm with it.
She's gonna be so annoying. Like, imagine having a conversation with this girl, and then she said, I'm not going to tell the house guests I'm a gamer because I just feel like that's already going to create a huge target. I mean, come on. This is the best and biggest game we all know. So if I find out gamer girls in the house, they're going to get me out. I can't have that happen. Like, ma'am. Take it down. Meanwhile, you can't stop talking about being a gamer. In every answer, you call yourself a gamer girl. The first thing you say when you sit down on that couch and you're cheersing with your little champagne is that I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer girl. A gamer girl.
Run this shit. This is gonna
She's annoying. She's annoying.
I hope that the only reason why she was seemingly unknowing was because, again, these like clickbait videos, I really am trying to extend grace, but it like everyone was repeating their archetypes and she took it to a whole other level. I felt like 90% of her chat was, I'm a gamer girl. Okay. I want to give her credit. I think she is a potential comp threat, but I just don't think she knows the minutia of the game truly. But one good thing that I really like that she said it's never too early to make a big move. Oh.
Okay, Frenchie.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, week 1 HOH mess that we're gonna miss because we don't get
okay. I genuinely, she could win week 1 HOH and do her big one, and I'd be here for it. Like, I feel like that would be kind of entertaining.
We're gonna miss it, Josie.
I know we're gonna miss all the good, everything good.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think that was a good mindset to have. I think people are always like, oh, it's too soon to make the move. It's too soon to make the move. And then the move does you. Chelsea core. So I just feel like if that's the mindset she's going in, and she said it's never too early to make a big move, if she could be strategic about it, hey, she might eat.
I wake up, my PC is on, and I'm gaming.
Anyway, next pick.
Oh Lord,
it's coming down to 2 people for my research, but I'm willing to listen to Janelle's husband pick. I'm gonna pick Will.
Oh, I love Will.
I think
he's giving crock pot.
No.
Listen. You can say what you want, but here's the thing about Terrence. Describe how you feel about Terrence. Terrence got Joseph out. All right, so listen. Terrence did his big one and won the HOH and the veto and got Terrence out. So I'm gonna give him that. So listen, if he is crockpot kitty cat, then he's that. But he is on a winning team. All right, so I think
liked Will. I liked his answers. I thought he was like the perception that he said the other house guests would have. I agree, just like a cool uncle. I don't think people will be threatened by him. He's a podcaster. He podcasts about women.
That could go one way or another.
True.
But it could go one way or another. What's he saying about these women playing basketball is what I want to know.
I don't know, but it was giving to me that he can talk to people. He's relatable. I don't know. I liked his energy. I don't know how savvy he's going to be at the game strategic-wise, but I think like socially he's going to get along, and I liked him.
The thing about Will, though, and this is why I was saying, yo, she's really crazy. The reason why I was thinking about not picking him, I don't even know if he did good or not, is that I think Big Brother is a young person's game, and like only 2 people that were like past the age of 30 have won Big Brother. So like I don't really know if Will's going to be that guy. And Derek and Evil Dick, if you're wondering, who
I was trying to do that. We're trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
Derek was over 30 when he won.
He was 30 years old.
You're 30?
Oh, wow.
So if he does well, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm really hesitant to be making this pick, but yeah.
He doesn't give me like
I don't want him to be Summer Steve 2015. I don't want him to be Steve the cop from like BB 20.
No, you know what?
Oh yeah, 20.
You know what?
Yeah.
He clocked. I actually really liked Will. Like I know I'm laughing.
He clocked. Who did he clock? Who's the old guy from last season?
No, he clocked all the quitters.
Yo, she really cried.
All these people whining.
I mean, that's fair.
It was. What was the guy last season that was whining?
He clocked all the.
Oh, what is that guy?
Y'all are missing your families. Like y'all didn't know what you signed up for. Like really, like why? Like he clocked the quitters, and I said, "You eat." Here's the thing. I actually really like Will.
Yeah.
But I think my concern for Will is that despite me liking him, I think it's because there is a synergy or a cultural understanding. Like he kind of reminds me of like a cool uncle. And honestly, in my opinion. And you know, he's very charismatic. He's a podcast host. He covers women's basketball, like, and he did 22 years of service. Like I don't think he's no joke by any means. But
what are the takes?
Okay, well, that's a good question.
What are the takes?
Right. But also, I'm just concerned that like I can relate to him because there's just like this cultural understanding. I don't know if the rest of the house guests can. I don't see Riley kicking his feet and talking to Will, to be quite honest with you. Like, no. I just don't see it, right? I actually think that I would enjoy a house guest like Will. And I think I'd be able to tolerate whatever, but I'm concerned that the rest of the house guests will not be able to do that. But yeah, I don't know. I think he's someone who has potential for me to root for him. I just don't know if he'll really fit into the house, and that's kind of always going to be the issue for older house guests, especially like older Black men. Unfortunately,
you're not set up to succeed. Unfortunately, with the cast around them.
That's what you need.
I mean, maybe. I think realistically,
and he reminded me of you when I watched it, Isaiah. To be honest,
you saw what?
He kind of reminded me of you. Wow. No, in a good way. The podcast. No,
okay.
It's the cross.
I started laughing. I started laughing because you're like, what?
No. I just remember like the energy kind of reminded me of you. Anyways.
I actually don't dislike Will. I like Will. I think you know, I just don't, I'm not getting the self-awareness vibe that I need to be getting from Will to think that he's going to be successful, because he's like, people are going to think I'm a know-it-all, and like no one wants a dad in the house. You know who he actually reminds me of is, I cannot remember his name, but the guy on Survivor who had to get medevaced and then came back and then was the dad that everyone hated.
Bruce?
Yes, Bruce. He reminds me of Bruce. Like, I think he's going to have a Bruce attitude when he comes into the house, and these young people are not going to like that.
But
like, if he comes in saying
he said he doesn't want to be a dad.
Oh, he's worried about coming off as a know-it-all, and he's gonna have to like tone it down. And I'm like, that's not good. That's not.
He's going to come in the game. And he's going to make an alliance called the family, and he's going to find his son and his wife, and they're going to run the game.
Yeah,
He's
Katie,
going to find his Dixon.
He's happily married to a black woman.
I said he's going to find his Dixon. Oh, you didn't watch
nieces.
that though. Never mind.
His nieces and his nephews.
It was Deal No Deal Island. Sorry, continue.
I agree with Katie. I think that he's 50 years old. He's like, I'm not old, I'm young. But I think that he's a person that's going to be so set in his ways that it's hard to dial the things that he said he needs to dial back. I don't think it's going to be that easy for him. Right. And while I know he has knowledge of the game, he's like, I can't wait to be a comic. I love comics. I want a punishment. Give me a costume. He doesn't give vibes that he would be a person in the house that these people follow. Or
you don't need to follow though. Listen,
learn from the table of Captain Will.
I feel like everyone is so obsessed with this stigma of control, and I think Chelsea is the first person in a very long time who just had control. There are so many ways to win Big Brother. I honestly, a lot of the recent people outside of last season or like Taylor's or Cookout, obviously. No, Taylor's perfect example. A lot of these people in recent seasons, they don't actually control shit until they get to the end. I'm so honest. It's like a lot of these people are actually
only because he comped out.
Jag because of a twist. Because of a twist in comps. But outside of that, it's just back control is such a you know what I'm saying? Not everyone needs to be in control. As long as he's in. You don't even need to have influence for him. As long as she's in the majority and out the way, he needs to just pop outside that one moment that no one's like Terrence, or y'all want to compare him to. Get that one that nobody's expecting this dude to win HOH and veto and then blindside the big dog. I'm just saying, it just happens. You know what I'm saying? No one expected Tucker to win a bunch of competitions, and he did that. You know, so and the comps are not that physical anymore. It's just. Such a different game now. I really don't know what to expect from any of these people at this point. So I'm open to it.
Listen, Felicia won a comp.
Angela
was HOH. Angela was week 1 HOH and won a second HOH, right?
What the hell
and then Terrence won a comp, to your point, and got Joseph out. And they all made it far. They didn't win, but they all made it far. So
Bowie, we got Bowie. She was old.
The game's different now. The game is way. A Bowie Jane got 3rd place. That's usually a preseason write-off. Yeah, come on now. This is just a different game now. So I don't know.
I think as long as he can not annoy people, I don't think they'll see him as a threat.
Right.
So as long as there's not a majority alliance that's just steamrolling and taking everyone out, then in all honesty, he'll be fine. As long as he doesn't annoy people, in my opinion.
We'll see.
He's just got to watch that because he just says the young people can learn from me. They're only going to sit at the table and learn from Captain Will. I'm no one wants to do that, sir. I'm sorry.
I will learn from Captain Will.
I would learn from Captain Will. I'm sure he's great. He seems like a really nice guy, but these 20-year-olds and this man in the cowboy hat are not going to sit around a table and learn from Captain Will. Was Cameron going to learn from Captain Will?
Watch. You're going to remember this right now. Watch. No. Katie, who you picking?
Oh my God.
I'm so interested to see who you pick.
Wait, I forgot it's my turn. Oh no. Okay. My next pick is going to have to be a troll pick because
don't pick mine, Katie.
Janelle, it could be they're all trolls to me. It could be anybody. So I'm sorry if I do.
Others, come on, Katie. They're worse than others. Come on.
I need a pick, Katie.
Oh man, I'm gonna pick. This is a mistake. I know it's a mistake, and I've been making fun of him this whole time secretly. But Adrien,
you're gonna
pick Adrien. I'm picking Adrien, even though I was talking shit to you, Josie. I'm picking Adrien only because the man built a wall comp in his backyard, and he knows the game. That's it. He's annoying.
You're fine.
He's annoying, but he built a wall comp in his backyard, so I have to pick him.
He's gonna be Frenchie. He's gonna be Frenchie. I'm convinced.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope he's at least entertaining.
Oh, he's gonna be a mess.
I know, and I'm here for it though.
I'm so
rooting
excited
for the mess.
He was the first person I watched. My first ever comment in my document is, why is he yelling?
Screaming. He's screaming.
He was yelling. I said, brother, you can speak normally. You're mic'd. You're mic'd. There's a mic.
Yes.
a mic at the top of your head, or there is a mic pack on you. No need to yell.
This
So
man's
I hope
entire
he
interview
fixes
is
that.
unhinged.
I hope he
Unhinged.
fixes that. He called
I'm like-
himself the king. Oh God.
The greatest
And then-
Big Brother player the world has yet to see.
He said
He slept
is
on the
gonna
floor.
Be better. He said he's gonna be better than Dan Giesling and better than Derek. I said, oh, oh, is that who you think you are? Oh, okay. So I'm very excited to see.
Some big words.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the
Got
nests.
lots of big words. That 9 minutes worth of big words.
Mm-hmm.
A whole lot of
Oh, my
candy.
goodness.
He's
Candy
read
word.
psychology books. He's made his own slop. He slept on the floor to train to be a have-not. He built a wall comp in his backyard. He's needs to seek help professionally, but instead he's going to be in the Big Brother house, and I'm here to root for the mess of this man, even if it's only a week.
You see, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be so for real. If he wasn't arrogant, like I think a lot of people would have picked him. Like he just came off very arrogant, and that's the issue. Like everything he said, his dedication to want to win this game, that was the passion I was talking about. But the arrogance, I think, is really what knocked him down. And I'm based off that interview, I'm just concerned that he has such a big ego that he will not be able to see beyond himself. Like he seems like the perfect blind side, like to me. Like I feel like he'll think that he big brain, and then he's gonna get blindsided. And everyone's
If
gonna be
his
like,
downfall isn't epic, I'm going to be disappointed because he's really gearing up for a disaster, and I need it. And I know like the draft you want to win or whatever, but I'm happy to root for there can only be one winner. So give me entertainment. And this guy, I mean, he says he's the best fan. He's a super genius, a social assassin, a strategic mastermind. He studied physical, social, freaking strategical. Josi, strategical.
pissed me.
He's a mess, but I'm here.
Well, I'm gonna pick a mess next too.
Yes. Aura. Give me the aura.
Yes, that's Ava.
That's who you're all pick. Aura is so funny.
She killed me when she said they were like, "Are you going to be in a show, man?" She was like, "No," and nobody I like would pass a background check. I was like, "Oh."
Which one is it? Is it this one?
Ava.
Yes. She was so weird, but she talked about the fact that she was broke, that she really
She's
needs
very
the money.
broke.
Yeah, she's like, I'm very broke. I really need the money. She said she's willing to backstab, she's willing to lie. I got the sense that she would also be willing to speak her mind. I think she's the one that said the stuff that happened in Taylor's season wouldn't happen in her season. I don't think she's a big fan.
No, that wasn't
the girl
her.
I picked.
That was Ashley.
Ashley said
Oh,
that.
okay. So yeah, I think she's gonna be a hot mess, and I really want to see it. So
She's gonna be
that's fine,
another
'cause
mess.
I don't think anybody down here is gonna be amazing. So I have to pick her.
Can I ask you guys a question? And I really, truly,
Yeah.
forget
Say
it.
it.
People might still be mad at me for not
Nah,
liking
go ahead,
Carolyn.
do it.
I do not mean this in a derogatory way
Cancel.
at all. And I live in New York City, so
Canceled.
keep it.
Keep it cute.
Does she live in a park?
I don't know.
Like, I'm genuinely asking the question.
I don't.
Like,
Does
I
she
don't know.
live in the park? Well, I mean, I don't know. She talks about like how people stab each other in the back in the parks all the time, and like now she could do it in
I
a
just
house.
think
I'm like,
she paints.
ma'am, do you live
I think
there
she just
though,
paints
or
in the. I think she just paints in the park.
Land.
She's one of these Quinn
Yeah, I
types.
got the sense that she paints in the park.
I thought she'd give more Tucker than Quinn.
she's talking a lot about the park and like
Or not
fighting
Tucker.
for her life as an artist in the park. And I'm like, is that all you're doing in the park, or is there more? And again, no judgment. Get your money. I think she's gonna fight tooth and nail because she's broke.
No, I think she lives with her little brother and her.
Oh, okay.
That's the
Yeah,
vibe
she
I
doesn't
got.
know the show. She
No
doesn't know the
judgment.
show.
No, she
Oh,
does.
no
She
judgment.
knows. She said she watches it with her aunt and her
But
brother.
I got the sense that they were all super fans, and she was very surface level super fan. Like, oh, I'll watch some episodes, but like, I don't think that she
My-
knows that well.
My understanding is that her brother is a super fan. Like he does the
Yes, I think
fantasy
she did say
drafts and
that.
the leagues and stuff. And she, I think, is a fan.
Yes,
but
a
she
fan.
uses it as like family time, right?
Right.
So like she could have been watching the show for years. Maybe she's just not like on Twitter or like watching live feeds by any means. But I don't
Yeah.
think she's not knowledgeable either. Like,
Can I please read this answer to you guys?
Please
What will be
do.
the easiest and hardest parts of being a house guest? I would say the easiest thing about being in the Big Brother house is going to be the fact that I'll be chilling, relaxing by the pool rather than hustling in the streets of New York City. Here, I know everybody's trying to backstab me. Out there, they're trying to backstab me too, but they'll do it for free. What are we talking about here? I'm just asking. I'm just asking the question.
I thought that was in relation to like her career and her trying to get art gigs or whatever. That's what I thought.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know the aura painting art scene
That was very
in the
weird.
park in New York City, but I'll check it out next time I go to the park and see what vibes I pick up.
I have a terrible aura or the color of my. I'm like, we need a hex. Like I need some stage.
Yeah, I don't know. This girl's channeling weirdo energy, but I'm excited to watch her on the feeds for sure. And I also think she's gonna fight with people.
Yes,
like a lot. Like I think she's gonna fight with everyone.
Hey,
Angela.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like figure out who to pick. Oh, yo, Twitter is so crazy with having these people, bro.
I'm sorry, the aura comment is so real because like
The
actually
aura.
she was like, my secret weapon is I'll be
My
able
ability to see
every
auras.
aura. I said, what does that have to do with the game?
The hardest thing for her going into the house is not being able to make aura portraits or having a pencil and paper.
Yo,
Katie, what happens if she comes up to you and she says yellow? What does that mean?
I don't know. Yes, Lance. Thank you, Lance. If it comes out, she lives in the park. You guys have to give me. I am reading between her interview aura is giving me she lives in the park. That's what I'm reading.
It's giving.
That's
green.
what I'm reading. It's giving green energy.
Her hat is giving very blossom.
Go green. Yes.
My concern with her is I don't know how she's gonna fit in the dynamics of this house.
She's not.
Like, I don't know.
With that girl in the glasses.
But the thing is to contrast, everybody in the pre-interviews have been like, I'm gonna try, like, I'm gonna be everyone's friend. I'm gonna leave with empathy. So it's like by force, people are gonna try to connect with Ava. I'm sorry, I'm just so excited for that first diary room. Orange, purple.
Yep.
Like,
and you know they're gonna exploit that.
Oh, if they put auras on people, I'm going to die.
That's all they're gonna have her talk about. This is gonna be blindside butterbeans, but like just about auras the entire time. She's gonna be yelling about auras in every diary room.
If she gets put on the block, that she said that aura changed for me immediately. Like
my aura went from bright pink to black really quick when I saw my name show up on that wall.
Happen.
Yeah,
I'm just
That's
so
what we're
curious.
getting.
Like, I actually would love to talk to her and like ask for more elaboration. Like I actually want to hear what she means by this because I don't feel like they gave her enough room to really explain how the aura implications will impact the game. Alas.
all right, Josie,
It's my turn to pick.
When people have bad auras, Josie, and not work with those people.
But that's like, anyways, y'all.
I mean, it's weird, but whatever.
Hey, let us know in the comments if you know how auras can implicate the game. Yes. I'm just okay. So I'm gonna be so for real. I ain't picking no Zay and I ain't picking no Riley. Y'all, one of y'all can have them.
No.
And I get to pick 2 back-to-back, so it ain't gonna be me.
Oh boy.
And that said, between the 3, I am gonna pick.
Ooh.
How am I great? Don't piss me off.
Is blue good?
Don't piss me off.
Is blue good?
Don't piss me off.
Purple good?
I like purple.
No, I feel like purple is fire. Oh, it's the back of our. It's our.
Oh.
We thought it was
I really thought Lance was saying you have a gray aura, and I was like, oh my god. What
I was
does
like,
that mean?
so to say you hate me. So hey, no, it's okay. I already clocked it, Lance. Don't worry. Okay. So that being said, my first pick is gonna be Lauren.
Which one is that? This one or this one?
No,
That one.
honestly, you could put both up because I was gonna pick her anyways.
Come on, furniture.
Right. Okay, let me start with Lauren. In all caps, I wrote prime showman real estate. Yes, mama. Yeah. I felt like she was giving me word candy. She was saying she was a super fan, but again, that hunger, that passion, that fight, that desire, nowhere to be seen. Not one drop of it was to be seen. she just seemed very nonchalant to me, but she was saying the right things. And that's the issue with a lot of this cast. It's like they're telling me what they know that we want to hear. And it's like, are you actually going to do actionable items? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think she has potential to make it far. But she said she's a bad liar. I said, in this house, where all the people do is lie. People lie about their occupations for no reason. People say that they're 25 and they looking like 62. Okay? So like the fact that you're a bad liar, that's a bit concerning to me. When people will lie as much as they breathe in that house. Yeah, I don't know. She said she was a super fan. I don't know.
She kept pausing, like she was really taking a long time to think in her video to me.
Yeah, she was buffering.
Yes. So I was like, oh, girl. And then Sharon said that, I can't remember who it was because I didn't watch this. Like, I don't think I watched the season. Sharon said she was like somebody in 20, I want to say, a blonde. Maybe the name was Haley. Did anybody watch Sharon?
Oh,
that's generous.
That's what
Haley's a good player.
No, Haley gave passion and desire and want.
And she was a fan of the game.
I think that's who Sharon said that she reminded her of. I don't know if you guys see the correlation or not.
I mean, I watched these videos on 2x speed and I just played them for like a second to hear their voice. I didn't listen to their answers. I read them, so it's like a little harder. Yeah. I was getting more Alyssa from Big Brother 23. Which isn't an insult. It's not an insult.
No, I see that. I see that.
Alyssa's personality. I thought she was so funny. Like if you watched her on the feed, like she's just like.
Yeah, she was pretty cool. Like,
yeah, I really liked her. This girl,
I think
she's very. I agree with Josi.
She's flat.
No pat. Yes, like there was no no excitement. Just very buffering. What Josi always said.
That's the thing. Like, if she actually had some chutzpah or whatever the term is behind what she was saying, I'd be like, sold, first pick. But it was giving nothing. It was giving nothing, and I just don't know if you're giving nothing, how that's going to play into this game. Like, I don't know this nonchalantness. Maybe it's the era we're in where it's cool to be nonchalant. Not in my Big Brother house. I need some chalant. Quickly.
No,
I'm not chalant.
Okay, I can move on to Kelly. I don't care what y'all say. She is so cute. She is so cute. Like she was so cute. I don't think she'll hurt a fly, and I think she'll make it far. Like I know people weren't gonna pick her, but I literally don't see a reason why to target her. Look at how she looks. I'm not even trying to hate. Like people are going to see that and they're going to think not a threat and just cast her aside when she has potential. I see a lot of potential and like potential mother power. She just needs to tap into it. I do. I think she's really sweet. I said that the entire time when I was watching her, I kept thinking about the name Morgan and I was like, Morgan who? I was trying to figure it out. And then I was thinking about Riley in the next step and I was so confused. And then it hit me. Morgan from Navarro. Battle camp, yes. So she kind of looks like her, but aside from that, she seems a bit naive. But I think people are gonna want to like take her in and like kind of like almost baby her and like be like I think she has a potential of making it far because people are gonna be like, she's so sweet and nice. Yeah. And you know who was sweet and nice? Jordan.
You know who else was sweet and nice?
You know, Isaiah, I was just going to fucking say it and you beat me to it, but she's 100% Nicole Anthony to me. And I maybe mean that in a derogatory way.
Oh!
Sorry.
Elaborate, please.
I think Nicole Anthony... Okay. I don't want to say she ruined hand in hand with Cliff the season of Big Brother 21 because the season was a nightmare from the start to the end. So I can't blame anyone other than every single person that was cast on the show, aside from Kemi and Ovi and Jess.
Protect Kemi.
Kemi's a queen.
Shout out to Justin Lago. That's my girl, bro.
Yeah. Those three, love them. The rest can go forever.
Shut up.
But but she got a boost in popularity because the rest of the cast was so absolutely completely hateable, but she was a bad player. She relied only on being like naive and doing stupid little annoying dance parties that I could still picture in my head. And this girl talks all about doing spontaneous dance parties in the house. And I was like, Nicole, glasses, Nicole, if something turned me into the villain, you know, something's gone wrong. Nicole, like, I don't love like a nice, sweet little, I'm sheltered and it's my first time out of my house, like personality. And I think they're going to, if we have a toxic cast, which the photos are telling me that 50% at least of this cast is toxic, she's going to get chewed up and spit out. And I think when Nicole came back, we actually saw Nicole's nature in All Stars, and she actually also sucks, but just sucks a little bit less than everybody else that was on Big Brother 21, aside from Kemi, Ovi, and Jess. And it's like, oh, surprise, you want to be besties with Jackson and Jack, and you're defending them to people in the house, and you actually are trash just like the rest of your cast. Sorry.
I will say though, to be fair, from my understanding, she's traveled. No,
She was
like, I've been in brothels,
like
things like that. Like that. She was like,
yes, she has traveled.
I have that no quit attitude, yeehaw, whatever. And I was like, the fact that she's traveled and she's been in situations that aren't like the most luxurious thing, and she doesn't come from a background where she has to naturally get her hands dirty. That to me kind of gave me like a little bit of boost of like, okay, like I don't think she's gonna necessarily be one to be walked all over either. I think she's just a very sweet person, and like I think her jury management is gonna be phenomenal, because who's gonna be mad at her? I don't know.
Fair. I think I want to know your opinion on her strategy, which is to lay low, hopefully make it to jury, and hopefully make it all the way.
I think that's very solid.
Bowie Jane.
Okay, but let's be real. Look at this cast and look at her. She's quite self-aware. That's the thing. You need to be self-aware about the strategy based off who you are as a person. Like if I came into the house and started saying, I'm gonna comp beast, like I'm gonna LOL, you're unserious, like you're dumb. Like that's not the game you're gonna play. But I think she recognizes that she's not the type to be over exuberant or creating alliances or anything. I think she will lay low until jury. And I think even then, my only concern is if she's going to be able to make moves. But at this point, no one's done anything. We haven't seen the house dynamic. So it's fairly possible. Like, I don't think she's the worst pick left.
Oh, no, she's not. Her. She's certainly not.
I don't want any of these three people.
Well, you gotta pick one, so pick one.
There's a pick that's less worse than the two other ones.
Yes. So
yeah,
I think that without knowing anything that has happened outside of the house, those two guys, I can picture them doing relatively well, just because of what they look like or how their personality presents. But yeah. I'm gonna pick that lady. I'm gonna pick
this is not the first time that Janelle's picked all girls in the draft.
Oh,
she always does that.
I don't know. I always gravitate.
Janelle is a girl's girl.
Yes, I am.
Paloma would have.
Oh my god!
That's all she said.
PTSD. I got PTSD. It's because I'm watching Love Island, so I got PTSD. All I could think about was Huda. I'm a girl's girl. I'm a girl's girl. No, you're not. So when she kept saying it, I literally wrote it in all caps. I think I said girl's girl, and then I said, okay, Huda, in all caps. With like keyboard smashing.
She has any idea of the show that she's walking into. Her answers were very surface. I don't have no hope for her as far as like being good or getting super far, because she didn't give anything, like, except for I love women. And I want to pull the women together, and I want to work with the women. Like that was all of her. Like I don't know.
Yeah. We'll see.
But I ain't picking those other ones. So
I want to make my eulogy for her strategy already, because every year without fail, a woman comes into the Big Brother house with one dream. I want to make an all-girls alliance, and every year, I am somewhat hopeful. Maybe this time will be the time. And then the season starts, the people get matched, showmances get made, and once again, the leader of the Girls Alliance flops. I'm just like, I would love, like, let's be for real. I would love a girls' alliance, but not everyone is down, and I don't think you can make an alliance, unfortunately, as women for just the sake of being women. There needs to be common ground. Like there needs to be something beyond we're women, because men will do it for the sake of being men, but women don't do that. And I don't know if that's necessarily entirely a flaw, right? Like you almost don't want to just be put in a group just for the sake of being in a group. But it is disappointing, like when you're women and you live a certain reality or a certain lifestyle that just like other people won't understand. You would want to band together. It just doesn't happen. So I already made my eulogy for it. It's done and over with. I don't know how long she thinks that strategy is going to last. She said there needs to be good girls for this girls alliance. How are you going to assess that, right? Everyone's trying to make alliances week one, especially this big majority alliance thing. Everyone is already thinking about that. They preseason, so there's going to be a big one made. I just don't know like how you're going to assess who's a good girl to make, or good girls to make a girls.
It's a little tough because I think with the new twist that they do, the arena thing. I think last season kind of showed that kind of
Big Brother now. Blockbuster,
whatever it's called. I think it's kind of encouraging people to work more in like smaller groups now than big groups. But we'll see. I don't know.
I don't mean this. I was just talking about how much I love Jess, so I'm not Jessica from 21. I'm not saying this in a derogatory way to her, but if we were like in the Upside Down, she would be the alternate universe version of Jessica. And I mean that like in a bad way towards her, like where Jessica made some good moves. She came around. Jumping off the wall was an iconic moment. I don't know that this girl is going to have any or many or anything at all. And I actually could see her being the first person to talk about wanting to go home and like volunteer to go on the block and quit.
She has a child. She's already talking about her son and how
talking about the babies on the feeds. Like she's not.
I wouldn't blame her.
Yeah.
Like, when you're a mother, it's just different, like, to be honest. And also, like, the fact that she said, like, my son told me not to do a showmance, but I don't know. Girl, how you want to be the leader of the Girls Alliance and then want to be the showmance
partner?
Come on now. Come on now. You can't have... Oh.
Daddy.
Looking for a father.
You can't have both. You can't have both. You can't be in a showmance and be the leader of the Women's Alliance. You can't.
I mean, Martino said it in the chat. Rubina drove me crazy with her girls talk, but like, she was ride or die for Tucker, and she would have chose Tucker over anyone.
And clock that team. And clock that team. You can't be in a showmance and be the leader of the Girls Alliance. Sorry.
Kede, who you
I was just saying low key, I'm stalling because I don't. There are two choices I can make here. I can make the logical choice.
Let me make it for you.
Or I can make... No, you're not doing anything for me. Or I can make the troll choice to go... What? I have two normal picks. And I could do two troll picks.
I think there's a smarter choice between the two.
I think so too.
To be honest.
Nope.
I mean, you might as well match the arrogance. To be for real. Match their freak. Can you match my arrogance?
I am going to pick... I'm going to pick Riley. What's his name? Is that his name? Riley? Yeah. I think I'm going to pick
You're picking
Riley.
Cowboy?
I'm picking Cowboy. He's going to be gone. I'm in it for the messiness. I have one legitimate... No. They're both... I did want Isaiah to have Isaiah on his draft team. That did go into my decision, if I'm being completely honest. But I also think the drama is going to be funny with him, as long as it's not toxic racist drama, which either one of them I think has an equal opportunity chance to be the racist of the season. Like maybe it's both of them. Maybe they're the
why?
Jack and Jackson.
I hate this so much. That it's just an expectation every season that like, yo, who's gonna be the racist person?
We have
like
one every at minimum
like,
one
so
every
crazy,
single
man.
season.
Why do you think they gave us this cast reveal so late?
I was like looking
They're
at
already
like, all
in the
these
house.
tweets of like
That's
all
what
these
I'm saying.
people, and every single person under this thing was like Trumpy, MAGA. It's like, yo.
I think more than 50% of this cast is
It's
MAGA.
yeah,
Don't get me
like,
wrong. I think it's more than 50%.
Oh!
Yeah.
Confirmed?
Yes. No,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
my
we don't
just
know.
going off vibes only.
Oh,
I've seen enough. I've been around enough Americans to know.
right. I'm Canadian. Sorry,
we
I
can
don't
trust
have
and
that
who
level
we
of
can't.
discernment quite yet.
There are people here that voted for Trump. So who? Do we know who?
No, he don't know.
Yeah,
Come
I don't
be
know.
saints.
I would
But-
pick. I would pick.
I have
those.
nothing to say other than he has. Okay, I know there's different stories going around, but there's baby mama drama with this guy, and he has a baby that's about to be born literally any minute, and left the woman high and dry to go into
Who, the
Big Brother house.
cowboy?
Yeah, And
Yo.
He has multiple apparently.
per Reddit.
He's a demon.
Reddit said
What
there's
the
a fight
hell?
happening on a Big Brother group on Facebook, which I am not on Facebook. I'm not on Twitter anymore actively, so
He's
I
a
don't know
savage.
all of the drama. But three different moms to 3 different kids is what I'm hearing.
He's
2
a
confirmed,
savage.
1 extra potentially. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't
Which
know.
I think I would like to see it
Lord.
play out. He's going to be a mess.
Riding
in
him
here
like
for
a
sure.
cowboy.
And he also, by the
And
way,
he
not
wants a
only-
showman.
I was just going to say that he not only has allegedly 3 different mothers of 3 different children, he also is talking about how he loves beautiful women and wants to have a showman. So
He's a fucking savage.
But he
the
really-
Mormon's
he's
not
a
going to give me
savage.
that. The Mormon's not going to give me that.
Like
Yo,
he
he's a savage.
literally gave me that one of these ladies are gonna bat their eyelashes at him, and then his game's gonna go to hell, and he's not. He's gonna listen to everything that they say. Like that, some lady is gonna run his game. That's the impression that I got listening to him talk.
Is this going to be
So
let
Quinn
the ladies
and
run
Leah
it.
2.0?
Yes, but
Maybe he'll
worse.
surprise us. You know,
Maybe.
he is
I-
a bull
okay.
rider though, which I think is disgusting. Like I'm not here
So-
for animal cruelty, if that's
The-
cool, which I have to think it is.
So my thought is I can see him getting votes from America. That's
Yeah.
the
Cameron.
only thing.
He's
And
gonna
in
be
this
Cameron.
25th season, I wouldn't be surprised if there are 1 or 2 or a few America's votes, and I can see him getting them. So
Yeah.
that could be an advantage naturally. He says he's a super fan and that he watches it, but he says his weakness is a pretty woman. I said, oh, yeah, you're here for the Bachelor. Like he has no level of discernment, like quite frankly. And like he was like, I'm gonna kill them with kindness. What show are we on? What show are we on? Like, I think, for example, Taylor killed people with kindness. Is odd. I cannot compare the two, for starters. I just don't know what his gameplay will be. I just don't why are you saying that your biggest weakness is a woman?
Well, we know it's true.
Well,
He's not
Well,
lying.
he didn't tell her that. He didn't tell a lie. I don't
His
know.
biggest weakness is sex education, actually.
Yo, he's a savage. I'm sorry. He's doing something.
I don't know. Like,
No.
I feel like I'm a moral man. I'm a man with morals. In the game of Big Brother, don't piss me off. Like, come on. Like, I feel like maybe am I a bad person? Like,
No.
maybe I'm crazy. But if you put me in that house, no stone unturned. I am clawing my way to that win. I don't care who I gotta do what. And you're telling me about the moral high code? What? No, come on. No.
I reserve the right
Wait.
to fully come on here on Friday or whenever and say I completely regret my pick and I was wrong and he's the most toxic of everyone. But I'm taking on the risk because I think he could give us good feeds for like a week or 2. And I don't like this Mormon guy. No shade
Who's
to
a
Mormons,
Mormon?
but like Isaiah.
Come these saints and come these sinners.
What?
Who watched the Secret Lives of Mormon
I watched
Wives?
season 1.
I watched
Call him
that
Isaiah.
show
You can call him Zay.
down. Let me know.
From here on
in the
out, you're
comments.
never adjusting this dude by his full name. I don't
Isaiah.
Like that. Nah, don't do that. His name is Zay.
Isaiah.
We're calling
Isaiah
him
the
Zay.
Mormon.
Yeah. I don't know nothing about him, but I
Mm.
would have picked him over the last 4 picks.
The last
So I'm
4
happy
picks.
about him.
Four?
Yeah, I would have. Honestly,
Oh,
yeah.
There he go.
I would
Come
have.
on.
Actually,
Come on, Luke.
after this
Come
guy, I
on,
would have picked
Luke.
him. So I'm chilling.
Come on, Luke.
Chilling.
You
Because
said the same thing about Luke.
He gives me Luke vibes, actually.
all
a
this
little
stuff
bit.
that we're seeing about these people is online, and this is not going to come out as baby mama drama, and him being all this stuff is not going to matter in that house because they're not going to hear about it. That's the craziest thing to think about, you know. So
You know how
ultimately, these fans have no power inside the house, so
No,
it
I'm just
does
saying,
not
they
matter.
America vote.
You
They
never
have
know.
to go digging and
I
I don't
find the
give
word.
a. I don't even care because
Here's the thing.
listen,
I'm gonna be real. If there's a situation where people get told what America votes, they are gonna placate to the feet in America in a second. I don't care what no one says. They're all gonna be like, "Oh my God, the feet, you guys," and they're gonna start click farming and all this ridiculous
I don't
nonsense.
think Big Brother cares about the fans like at all anymore. I think that ship has sailed quite a long time ago. I think unless the ratings drop at a rapid rate like they were, I just don't think they really care about fan outrage. I don't think they care about media outrage because they've just been going through it so much. And regardless, people watch anyway. So it's just like I really just don't think they care anymore. I think they're going to be moving hella federal this year. That's a whole nother conversation for another year. I mean, another day. But I'm okay
we
with
just
Zay being
saw
my
what
pick.
Paramount did, right?
No.
What?
No. Well, we don't
What
have
did
to get well, this is not a politics podcast.
Oh.
But ultimately, they're going to be hiding whatever they want on feeds. They're going to be doing whatever they want. Didn't they take away the flashback feature too?
Well, Mike Bloom actually said it
actually
could potentially be the functionality on the feeds while it's on
It
this
got
like
fixed.
yeah 24 hours. I think Mike
It
Bloom
got-
said I saw the other day. I don't know if
No, it got fixed last season. It was removed. I know
Yeah.
because I use it.
Yeah.
I use it down because whatever. And at first it wasn't working, and then it started working again, so it was fine. So
we'll see when they put the.
there's always pivots.
on.
Shout out to the person who's in charge of that. Like they always pivot and adapt and make sure that we're catered to. So,
Yeah. But hey, that's a draft. So who has the
wait, we
best
didn't even
team?
talk about Zay.
I hate this man.
He's a
I'm going to be
Mormon.
honest with you.
He is it's not even. I didn't know he was Mormon until we started this.
I know.
His arrogance was crazy.
Yes, I'm looking at his answers and they're out of control.
Him, Zach, and Adrien, my goodness, the arrogance was crazy. The arrogance was crazy. It's wow. It actually kind of drove me insane. I recognized immediately that he is gonna be in those privileged positions where he don't have to do much to be like the popular guy on the block by no means. Like he'll be fine socially, maybe perhaps. And I don't know if they're gonna be people who are willing to cut the legs off these men who are gonna
I'm not getting that energy other than the other men and Ashley.
My draft team. Yes. So I think he'll be okay for a bit, but he did kind of remind me of Kyle. And then
which one?
At one. Oh right, there's multiple.
There's so many.
Are you talking about the one in Canada?
All of them. No, you know what's funny though? It don't really matter because all the Kyles that have come on this Big Brother show, Canadian or American, have been horrible. If your name is Kyle, I have no hopes for you.
Yeah,
but he reminded me of Kyle from Taylor's season, to be specific. But low-key, he can kind of remind me of the BB Can one. Ooh.
Oh no, Cheese Room wasn't Taylor's season, right?
Who?
No.
Oh, that was 25.
No, Luke was Jared's season.
Yes.
Because they were in it together.
Oh my God, I forgot. Oh, that was Luke, not Kyle. Sorry.
No, I'm talking about Kyle. Who
yes, I got their names.
Was it Alyssa or
the pool floaty?
Yeah.
That's Taylor.
Kyle from Taylor season.
20 Seconds in Heaven.
Heck yeah.
He was also Mormon, right?
I don't remember.
He was from Utah. I'm pretty sure he was.
Someone played the theme song of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Anyways, but yeah, just very. The one thing I will give him is that he was aware of jury management. It was like, I have to do moves that I can advocate for, but I can't have the jury be upset with me. But my concern with him is that, again, a level of self-awareness, right? I feel like people are going to want to get attached to him very quickly. So the moment he betrays them, they're going to feel more hurt than someone they weren't close to or didn't have these high expectations or this era of closeness, right? So if he's going to really betray, he needs to make sure it's people from pre-jury, and then he stays solid and is okay with the fact that he has to bring people to the end. Because the moment he turns on them, I think people are going to hold him much more accountable, to be honest, in my opinion.
His answers are very toxic. I'm going to crush people mentally. I'm going to crush them physically. I'm not afraid to backstab, which, like, good. We want people that are not afraid to backstab. No, but just his vibe is a little toxic. I mean, he says he's the most well-rounded player in the house. He has physical game on lock. He has all the physical aspects. He's going to kill in all the competitions. He's smart. He's athletic. Like, the ego is out of control, to Josie's point. And I feel like it's toxic energy. Which could be fun to watch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or fun to hate watch.
I
know one of the questions is, how are you going to crush your enemies? But the way he answered it was over the top.
Like, I think everyone answered that question. There's some questions that not everyone got, but all of them I think got that question. And even outside of that question, he was quite arrogant. That being said, again, this is the issue with the interview style. It's very one note, very clickbait, right? So I don't know if these people are doing it in the names of I'm presenting myself on social media or I'm presenting myself on TV, and they don't know that it's going to be back to back to back to back clips like this. I don't know what they were told. So I'm trying to extend grace to all of them, just because that is the worst format. I'm trying to put myself in their shoes, and I'm like, oh, if I had to sit there and answer the same question and be my archetype self, maybe it would also come off as annoying. So I'm trying to extend grace, and hopefully these people prove us wrong. I'm going to speak for myself. I'm always ready to be proven wrong and eat my words. I have no qualms, no problem with that. So hopefully they prove otherwise, but I want my team to win. Yes.
You're a better
real
woman
quick,
than me.
I want to test something out. So real quick, Glances, Joseph, Martino, whoever in the chat, type in the chat real quick. Anyway, for you guys, who do we think has the best draft team out of everybody?
It's hard to say right now.
Josi or Katie?
Hey,
me?
Cool.
Yeah.
2 of my picks were fake.
Can y'all see yourselves on the stream? Tell me if y'all can see yourselves on the stream.
Yeah, I see them.
Oh yeah, I see them.
Oh wow, I didn't think I actually had a good draft team. I think 50% of it is good, has potential. The other 50%, I think the super fan who built the wall in the backyard has. I think it could be an interview problem. Remember Kevin Jacobs, our king? His, granted, that was different, but his interview was probably one of the worst intro packages and interviews that we've seen in a cast reveal in a really long. It was so bad.
Wait, who's
Kevin Jacobs?
Oh yes, that's
it
why
was bad. And then we were like, oh, he's actually wonderful and a really great, amazing player, and a great winner. So maybe this guy's suffering from the same. I don't know. And just it's bad. Good gift and bad rapping. I don't know. I think Isaiah's team is good. Draft. I love that season. I could rewatch that.
That was my best draft. I think I had 3 of the final 4.
I have to go back.
Roll the tapes. I
have to go back. Wow, we've been doing this for so long, you guys together. It's crazy.
If it wasn't for the draft, I wouldn't even watch the videos. I would just watch anything, but I need
No, I
something
agree.
to go off of.
I slowly watch the videos for the draft, to be honest, because I feel like sometimes these videos are not an actual like good representation. However, I feel like the people we have felt strongly about in the past have always done their big ones. So like I think we
Mhm.
all felt really strongly about Tiffany and Taylor, and I'm trying to think
And
if there's
Chelsea.
and Chelsea. Um and those were women who did fairly well. I think we have good intuition about like standout players, and I feel like you're going to be a standout player regardless based off your video. It's more so people who do not necessarily well in their videos that surprise us.
Yeah.
Or yeah, so we'll see.
Cast reveal day used to be my favorite day because it was just so fun to be
Yeah.
like in the discussion online and see what everybody's opinions are and see like inevitably what like bad shit came out about someone and then like are they going to pull them or are they not. And I think it's just like a fun time. I just think the way that they've done it the last 2 seasons, because they did these long videos last season, it takes the fun out of it. Like the quirky interview packages and videos they used to do, plus like the ET videos and stuff, and interviews where they were actually interacting with people. And like, I guess Jeff, I mean, like, I'm not a Jeff fan, but like Jeff used to do the preseason interviews. Like, at least we got to see how they interacted with another human being, but just like talking to a camera at your first probably time doing it, we're not getting the right level of like, plus for like 10 minutes at a time, it's too much.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even just that. It's also, I don't like how they wait until like the day before the season starts to like release this stuff now. Like, I have a lot of problems with Big Brother production,
They're taking a
CBS
lot of
production
fun out
in
of
general. It's just not whatever. I'm not going to be that guy, you know. But
I just think that they're the best season about preseason, or the best part about preseason was the press run and like getting to know these characters well beforehand, and I think that created, for lack of a better word, attachment to these people. And so going into the season, it felt exciting.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the players that I feel like I connected with pre-season, it made it more fun for me to root for them in the show. And it's hard because the show is so overly produced now that like at least the interviews kind of gave you some semblance of this like not cartoonish person, especially if they're talking to someone who's a good interviewer and who's like, okay, just literally be yourself.
You get to see how they interact.
Yeah, taking that away with the overproduced content and the fact that the feeds are coming in way later, it just feels a little like almost too produced for a reality show. And I think that's like where they kind of lose me. And so like if they're open to taking criticism for real, like I would just say like go back to actual like press reviews, and then like I don't know, if you feel some type of way about keeping people tight-lipped, like pick like actual journalists or outlets. Like I'm not even trying to be shady or anything, but I'm just saying like if you're concerned about like it being shared outside of your bubble, then keep people or take people who are accredited journalists who have to respect journalistic values. Like that's just my thought.
Yeah. I'm upset about the feeds on Sunday. We're gonna miss. I just want to say we would have in this situation of past number of seasons, we would have missed everything that happened in the first season, in the first week of Big Brother 24, where we got to see realistically what happened between Taylor and everyone. And that would have, I think, really taken away from Taylor's story, first and foremost. Second of all, taken away from, and like had us to be able to like advocate for her outside of the house and be able to defend her. Like, I think that us being able to be exposed to that and see that was important. I think we would have missed the mess of Frenchie. We would have missed Matt, and crazy eyes. That was day 3. We're not getting feeds until they moved in today. First episode is Thursday, and we're not getting feeds until Sunday. So we're missing almost a full week of, the most important parts of the season is like really getting to know everyone, really getting to see, like, I don't know. It's sad. Even that week 1 on 25 was like with Suri and seeing what was going on there. Like, Alicia, I mean, like, we really, what was that for that Riley crash out HOH where she was like, I mean, we had really iconic first week of feeds over the last 4 seasons for whatever reason, positive or negative, and it's going to be sad to not see them.
Yeah, we're gonna come
Until
in. I
Sunday.
think right before the veto will already be played. Like, damn, we're gonna miss everything.
Yeah, the veto ceremony is literally going to be the day
The
after
next
feeds
day.
go live. We're not even
Yeah.
going to have a full 24 hours of feeds to try and even like pick up on relationships, alliances. Like we should all take off work on Monday.
Hey,
We're
you
gonna
don't gotta tell me twice. I might actually do it.
Well, that's our podcast for tonight. I know this was a late one, but last second, we just wanted to get something out there. So thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. If you're watching this live, or if you're watching this tomorrow before the season starts, or whenever you're watching it or listening to it, really appreciate y'all for always supporting, no matter how long of a break we take. So thank you so much. If you want to follow what we're doing, we're spread out all over the place right now, so I need to make an updated graphic for this. I'm not going to put this up here, but we're on Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram. We're on everything. We just need everything. I'm revamp completely, so I'm not even going to bother. But make sure you keep up with all of us on our social medias, which we're all going to plug. And I'm just very excited that Big Brother is back, despite how energy-less it seems sometimes. I always love Big Brother, so I'm very excited. Katie, where can people find you, and what are you getting?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while. The last time I think I actively was podcasting was for The Trader, so I'm excited to be back. Wipe the dust, whatever, off this microphone, and talk about this with everyone every week. Like it's like a switch in your brain that has to be flipped, and like this podcast just helped me flip it. Isaiah and I were texting earlier, and I was like, I'm not motivated. He's like, get motivated. I was like, I just got to get in the podcast, and I'm in. And then I'm in, and I'm excited, and I'm sad we won't see what's happening until Sunday, but we'll be all along together for the ride. So you can follow me on at realsomekatie.bluesky.social. Don't follow me on Twitter because I'm not on it. I'm on it because I don't want anyone to take my name, but I'm not on it. So join us at BB Sky. It's happening. It's all happening over there.
Isn't there like another app that just came out, Chat BB or something? I don't know.
What the hell is that?
Too many apps.
Is that a Big Brother app?
I don't know. It's some app.
A whole bunch of winners, players, and like podcasts.
And it's only there.
That sounds like a recipe for.
They've reached out
to
because they reached out to like some RHAP people, and they were like, "Yo, this app is trying to get like a push for like people to come over here." So like they asked a bunch of us to come over there, and then they asked like Big Brother alumni to come. So everyone's just like over there. I'm not on it. I can't take another app. I'm so sorry. It's just too much. But
sounds messy.
Yeah, too much. Josi, what are you getting into?
Yeah, y'all can follow me. I'm still on Twitter, I fear. I do have a Blue Sky account. Can't remember the username. I think it's probably the same because my username is the same everywhere, which is Josanne XNM, JOSIANE XNM. Y'all, I'm really funny on Twitter. Like, I'm not even trying to cap. Like, I be using good reaction memes and tweeting live. So tap into it. Like, if you saw my Survivor stuff, like, I kind of ate, I nibbled.
Josie, we need energy on Blue Sky. Stop giving it to those people.
Perhaps I will make my transition into Blue Sky. But yeah, my tweets are fun and funny, and I interact with people, and it's a fun time, and I'll be tweeting. So follow me there. Y'all can follow me on Instagram. I don't do BB, but I post my other stuff. So yeah, same username everywhere.
Real quick, shout out to my dog. Well, shout out to Lance. Hopefully
we miss you. We love you.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dog Andrew as well. If y'all like Big Brother content, he also does a lot of Big Brother YouTube videos and Survivor stuff. He has a series called Minecraft Big Brother that I really like. Very fun. So check that out.
Andrew.
Will I be seeing you in New York this week? No, but you'll be seeing Janelle and possibly Katie if you want to go see him. I'm not going to be around this time, but these two
and I'm Canadian, so
go say hi to Janelle and
Katie. I know we're not talking about politics, but over the political.
Josie, I would love you too, but I don't blame you for not.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Like not even by car, not even by plane. So it's not.
Janelle, what's up with you?
I'm just Janelle Michelle on everything. I don't even know where to go for Big Brother this season. People are like everywhere. Twitter, Blue Sky, I'm on all of them. If you search my name, you'll find me.
Blue Sky's doing the damn thing. I just have to say, like, it's happening.
Okay.
We need more people.
Okay, I'm gonna force
the place where you need to be is here at
True.
Silent Podcast.
True.
Where you can find me. And you can find me on every single thing with the same app, 8 Ball Banger. So if you need to find me, just search that, you'll find me, you know. And I'm going to be out and about. I'm going to be very busy for like a week or two, so you might not see me, but you'll see these amazing women, and I'm sure Lance or whoever will also pop in as well, you know. So, schedule wise, we'll figure that out. So follow, like I said, on the social, specifically Twitter, Blue Sky or whatever. I'm going to update on there. We're going to figure out a schedule this week, and then we'll have a time for y'all to come watch us and hang out. But it's usually Fridays, so
yeah,
that's not going to change.
Well, they have like that recap show now every other Friday, but is anyone else? We're the better recap show, you guys.
We are the recap show. Okay. There you go. All right, but until next time, hopefully the show isn't terrible by the time we're talking about it. So hopefully this is to a good season. And we will talk to you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.